Welcome, LEGO family. Let's rock and roll. This is part of the LEGO Idea Set, the Mineral Collection. Lots of beautiful, shiny geodes. This set does come with 880 pieces, and you can set them up separately. There's 3 in our family: my husband, my son, and myself. LEGO is something we all love. When we can find a set that the 3 of us can work on together, it is magic. A lot of times my husband and I will do sets together, and we basically one page off. You get the drift. And when we can then include our son in a build, that makes it all the more special. So one of the things I really loved was that each of these does have the ability to be created independently. But when you're doing it independently, you can do it all at the same table. There's nothing crazy about the build. So my son's 9. The pieces are a little tiny, but he was able to put it together no problem. It's just kind of the way that you put all of the different bricks together. So the fact that we were able to create so many different shapes with all of these different pieces was really fun. And he, every 9-year-old, I feel like, all they want is rocks. And so he had actually been into like this old geodes phase when we got these, and this was like a dream come true for him. I love it when Lego can correlate to like science or the outdoors or just something that can get your brain going or your kid's brain going in a different direction. That's the beauty of Lego. That's why we all do it. So the different ways that you could put all of these kind of tiny pieces together, I loved. And it, it's Lego. They're not real rocks, but I love the fact that they definitely really tried. They have this like 3D aspect to them, and coming with their own like display case, I think is genius. It just kind of elevates it a little bit more. I'm all about trying to find the practical ways to put Lego. I mean, of course, I have my shelves that are in our Lego room, but it's really fun to have something like this that you can incorporate even into the decor of your everyday life. And so this is a set that you could put in your living room or your kid's bedroom and just have it kind of sit out, and there's some meaning and some fun in there. And so if you can create the memories while you're building it, why not show it? Why not showcase that? So if you're going to do this as a group, everybody is building something different, which is very cool. It might mean that you have to kind of fight over who's going to put together what, because I'll say like this one was probably the most tedious one to put together, just because it's kind of the same thing over and over again, and it's just a big tower. Where the rest of them had a little bit more intricacy and a little bit more fun putting it together. That if you are kind of doing it as a group, you might have to rock paper scissors to figure out who gets it if you all want the same thing. But on the opposite side of that spectrum, if you are doing this all by yourself, the only thing that really I drop something all the time. The only thing that really repeats itself are the frames. Everything else is different. And so it definitely keeps you going and keeps you wanting to just kind of get that next part finished, because you're like, oh, how do I put this together? What's coming next? Each one does like have its own, besides the colors clearly are different. You do start to build them very differently using different techniques and different accents. So each rock is unique. I keep saying rock, mineral, geode. Don't come at me. Rock. It's just easy. And then, love the fool's gold. This was a fun one. My son did actually really like building that one. It also has little Minecraft vibes. So, if you want to get your kid involved and all they want to do is build blocks, well, look at that. You can build a gold Minecraft thing. This was the only one I didn't like love. I get the meaning behind it and like why you would do it this way, but this one of all of them was the more boring of the build. But again, it's still pretty neat, and you get to see how they use the different pieces. Like a lot of them are the like grill, like the car. I mean, I always call them car grills. That's not what they are, but I do love the different colors and how translucent this one is. And really, you can display them however you want. My brain just works this way. I like having the 2 taller ones and the middle one. I think this is like how it's supposed to be, but it's Lego. You can do literally whatever you want. It doesn't really sit together if you do it this way, but who cares? If this is how you would like to do it, great. In terms of the look of it and the creativity of it, I'm gonna give that like the 7-ish. I think that I get why these were brown. I actually think I might have liked like white or black, just to maybe make them pop a little bit more. It's definitely, I get it, it's the earth tones, and the brown does look really good with the gold. I am gonna give the build on this like an 8 or even a 9. Mostly because I love that you can do it individually, and I love that can be like a group project, but like the good kind of group project, not the one where somebody does the work and everybody slacks off and the one person who does the work hates everybody else. This is a good group project. This is the one where everybody's going to want to participate and want to play with. And then even if you end up having to do it by yourself, you don't care because it's fun and it's pretty. I am going to recommend that you go ahead and grab yourself this set. It's a great group build. I think it would be a fantastic individual build. Overall, I think Lego nailed it, and I think you made this set. What do you think?